Alright, we'll close the guard on here, start it up. There's our first part. Looks to be doing a pretty good job without chipping the edge. Okay, so looks about right, so we'll just go ahead and I had that down a little too far, and we'll go ahead and run the rest of them. And there we have them all. So here's all the edges. Looks like they did a pretty good job without chipping. So we can time that and see how long it took to run each part. I was noticing that on the machine the load on the shaper was going up to about 80% when it was taken off the 50 millimeters, and toward the end of the panel it was speeding up to about 50% load. So we could speed the thing up a little bit more yet, which would be kind of a trial and error to see how fast we can go. On this we can set the maximum feed rate for when there is no load on the shaper, a minimum feed rate, and a percentage of load on the shaper which causes it to get to the minimum feed rate. So on this, these raised settings here, we had it running at 6,500 RPM. The minimum feed rate was 6.6, or no, it wasn't. It was 8 feet per minute when the shaper would get to 95% load, with a maximum rate of 18 feet per minute when there's no load on it. So it varies with its load. The feed rate varies as the load goes up and down. So, but anyway, that's how it would work. To build a machine, we would build a longer in-feed table, a much longer fence, and instead of this little wedge block, which seemed to work fairly well, we would use something on the fence, which normally we have a push bar here with a shaft behind it that it slides on, and we would come up with some kind of a block that would actually go on that push bar that we could change for your different the different amounts that we take off. The parts where they have different amounts we take off, we would set the fence back from where the shaper is by the amount that we want to take off. And on it we have a turret type stop back here that we can set. And we've got 5 different settings, so we can loosen the fence, pull it ahead, turn that turret to a different position, push the fence back and lock it in place, which would then set the fence, you know, for this operation 51.5 millimeters behind the edge of the cutter, whatever that distance is. And then we would put interchangeable block out here on this push bar to bring the trailing end out even with the front edge of the cutter. So I think it would be a fairly simple operation to use, you know, changing over from one part to the other.